Hello everyone, welcome back to Glastonbury Designs and Outdoors. We're blessed to have you here with us for this video. So what we're going to talk about today is we've got a couple of new things going on. As you can see, we've got a brand new tumbler sitting here. This is a tumbler that I did not expect to receive. I ordered it almost a year ago. I kept saying back ordered, back ordered, back ordered. I thought for whatever the reason, I just bought it from a company that either went out of business or they took my money and they just weren't going to give me the product. But I got home today and here it sits. It's from the company that I ordered it from. It's a 15-pounder, so we'll have two 15-pounders going at the same time now. And also we have a new addition. We've got agate right here. We'll get this opened. I did bring my toolkit up. Because I remembered from the last 15-pounder there is some assembly associated to these, so we'll get it opened. Okay, so we've got the base minus the motor because you have to put the motor on yourself, which is no issue. So what we've done is we've gone ahead, I've pulled the 12-pounder, that's what these stones are here. And I pulled the 12-pounder, I've got that emptied. We saved most of the grit that was in it because it's only been running now for a couple of days. So we're going to try to scoop out that grit. I'm down to about an inch or so of water in the bottom, and I was very careful about emptying it. It took me a while, and we're going to pour that grit into here, probably add another little bit, and we're going to get this running for our typical 3 to 4 week go with the stuff that we have here. I'll get this opened up, and I'll get everything out and laid out, and then I'll be back with everything out. We have everything that is supposed to be here. We've got the 6 wing nuts, we've got the 6 washers. They go up on the studs here, hold the lid on. We've got the gasket, the 2 little nuts that hold the motor on, and we got our base and obviously our motor, and our drive belt, drive pulley belt. So what you want to do when you're setting these up so that you can get the drive belt on, that you pop out this axle right here that's closest to where the motor is going to sit, and just set it aside. And the motor sits in, so there's a motor mount right here, and there's 2 holes on each side, one on either side. I don't know if you can see it or not. I can't really see the camera thing, but they're there. So what you do is you want your cable to come out the back for your plug-in, your cord, and it just sits in here like that. And then what did I do? You just take and start these on till they're finger tight. And I've got the nut driver all set up. It's the size is 11/32. At least that's what I have here. That's working just fine for me. Okay, so that's good and tight. So then we'll get this little warning thing off from here. So then your belt goes on here like this. Actually, just sit it like on the shaft, and then you put these little white things is what holds the shaft onto the frame of the tumbler. And there's these little, it's kind of notched out, so it'll hook down in there. It's a pretty nice setup. And just make sure the belt's kind of sitting roughly in place where you want it on the outside of the motor pulley, so you can get it on and get it set up. And they just snap down in. Then you set the belt right in this pulley here, right in this top pulley of the top of the plastic wheel, and just turn it, and it'll stretch right down on, and then you're ready to go. So once this is full, you obviously use the washers on top of the lid and then the wing nuts, and the part with the lid sits on with the wing nuts always runs on this side, because if you run it on this side, you're going to risk, you actually will smash it into the pulleys, and it won't run. Okay, so we're back. I've gone ahead, I've switched over. As you can see here, there's some extra grit in there. I put all the stones in there that was in the 12-pounder, and I've also painted a number 2 on top of the lid. That's the only way I'm going to keep these tumblers apart, separate from one another. And also I keep a tumbling log, so I'll be able to tell which tumbler is on what cycle and what day it went on and what day we're going to pull it off. So we've got Agate here, our little tumbling turtle. He's holding some of our choice stones. Typically not into blue quartz, but I kind of like that piece. I didn't know it was going in, and that's going for another roll. I got just a piece of gray agate here with some lines in it. I don't know if you can see the lines, but it's pretty neat. I like it. I got another piece here that's just an agate of some sort. I really like it. It's very plain, still in quite rough form, but it also is beginning to round off a little bit in different spots. I like that. And a piece of tiger eye here. Just your typical tiger eye. I also have the frame and everything's downstairs and set up. It's ready to go. So all we gotta do is put this on and we're done. A little piece of desert jasper. Desert jasper is always fun to tumble. Super hard stuff. It can go forever. Another piece of some sort of agate here with lines. It's got a little bit of quartz on top. I like that. We'll see how that comes out. Oh, I don't know. These are both beautiful. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm not going to do a close-up on this video. When we empty this thing out here in a few weeks, we'll do a close-up with this one. I don't know if you can see it, but this is going to be an absolutely beautiful piece. And this one as well. It's got the little druzy on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it under the lights or not with the sparkling. But then it's got all these gray lines all over it. And they zigzag and they connect. They're really beautiful. There's a good shot of it. So, we'll set agate aside here. A couple things got going in. This is a piece of greenstone that I recently found while I was out looking around on a warmer day. We don't have a lot of room. I want to put a couple of pieces in that we found locally, just so we can get those going. These two smaller, whoops, that's not a piece we found locally. What that is. I think I like this piece. Let me put this piece in. And this piece right here. This was found locally. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video, get this loaded up, and I'll be back with you. I'm going to pick out some smaller stuff because I'm getting a lot of good feedback on the table, or sorry, the entry bench that we're building. And we're actually doing a video for this. So I'm going to pick out some smaller stuff because there's some projects coming along that I'm kind of concepting. And I want to have some small tumbled stone that's finished available for those projects. So I think we've been able to find some nice kind of smaller pieces. Go ahead and get them in the tumbler. Get them rolling. There's some relatively small stuff here. Some of this piece is kind of flat and wide, but I like it, so put that in. That'll conclude the video. We'll keep you updated on how this is going, and I want to thank everybody who's followed along. And if you haven't subscribed yet, it would be nice if you do. It helps the channel and also helps my family out. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions on what I'm doing here, leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Until we see each other again, everybody stay blessed.